All right. Next map.
Another one that I hate.
Route 66.
Yeah,
I've
man,
had
I
some
hate Route 66.
super fat bombs on this map.
Yeah, so have I, to be fair.
This is one where even though theoretically you can still always get away, there's so many just good spots where people just never seem to react in time.
Nerf this.
Yeah, I would love a VOD review.
Sure, yeah. And of course, like if you can just, or if you want to, just get more footage. And we can do more reviews. VOD reviews, we can get really super in depth on stuff, and it's great. All right, yeah, you always gotta be watching out of the gate for scatters and stuff right there. That could have been a kill. And your Genji's already dead. So when you should never let people exist behind you. You need to be the front of the fight. If the fight is behind you, you're in the wrong place, and your team's getting destroyed. Like you're doing nothing for your team by being up that far forward.
For sure.
Like there we go. See, you show up back there, and immediately we're getting kills now.
I couldn't hear them behind me.
Yeah. Oh, there was nothing to hear. It's just knowing. Like there's nothing to hear on that. I'm not listening to the game so much in that sense. I can just tell because I've seen people jump above you. There was a Winston, and then the Mercy just walks past you in the beginning. It's pretty obvious. If you watched it back with the sound off, you'd see exactly the same thing.
I may have just tunneled.
Yep, no, that's exactly what that was. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if your team's dead to that extent, you can't do anything on your own anyway, so dying to reset's good. Yeah. So, in order to be effective as D.Va, you need to get into closer range. There are a couple ways to do that. Either you just walk forward, or you try and get an angle. You can go up that train car on the left side. Your team's gonna die a horrible death. Or not. Was that your McCree? Or their McCree?
I'm not sure.
It does. Don't worry about it. Things happen to be all right looking. Okay, interesting. So like you basically went with option A, just walk into the enemy team, which is fine. But a lot of damage and risk is up in the air for that.
Oh, bad things happened. And I know exactly what I did wrong. Okay.
So, honestly, I saw exactly what you did there, which is fly into the Mercy and all that stuff. If you can get that kill confidently, if you know you can do that, which most people will not be able to do that, an ulting Mercy is going to be one of the hardest things to shut down as D.Va. You'd have to have perfect tracking on a target that's going to fly in every direction, not just left and right.
Yeah, there was no getting out of that one.
Here, so if you're gonna go above or behind them somehow, of course you do this when when your team is ready to take advantage of you making space. You don't just do it whenever. But I like right now you're doing this is great. Yeah, no, this is exactly what I mean. Yep. Very good. Kills are more important than the point. Get the kills. Nice work. Yep, there we go. There's a Farah.
Yeah, and I totally missed the Farah, and it was horrible.
Hey, she's dead. That's all that matters. Yeah, especially when people are in enclosed spaces. You're not using your missiles nearly enough. Don't focus on hitting with the missiles. Just when they're gonna hit anyways, based on where the enemy is, might as well fire them. That's very good too. Like that's a great use just to secure another kill and put the pressure on. Okay. Cool. So you always want to have your missiles available when they would help you confirm a kill, because it basically, like, before someone, let's say, have to be at 25 HP or at 25% before you could go in and confirm a kill. Missiles have now increased that threshold to like 50% to make things like super guaranteed easy. So basically, when you have them up, or if you can have them up, it makes things that much better for you. Same thing, thinking defensively about Matrix and an enemy ult coming up. Like keeping enough of your Matrix available to respond to stuff. Very good. Wow, really good work there on the Moira. Now, if it had only been you going after her, maybe not.
Yeah.
But when the Orisa is also shooting at it, and she's kind of out there with your whole team shooting at her, that's good. You want to go after sure kills, and that's what a sure kill is. All right. So if we're talking about shot calling, when you have a tank you can actively coordinate, try and let them know either A, if you're confident enough that you are gonna coordinate when we should move and when, because the tank should always move together, or B, that hey, I got you, I'm gonna follow you, you lead it, you go, and just remind them to keep making the calls and the movements.
That was a bad bomb. Okay, I usually do have either an Orisa or a Winston with me.
Yeah, if you had gotten that bomb, I just saw what you meant. If you had done that from further back and had it explode in the air, that's a double, maybe even a triple kill with the Orisa halting there. If your team is already mostly dead and you think your chances of survival are low, get yourself killed faster.
Okay.
Your goal is to get your mech back. You got two ways of doing that. Yeah, no, that's exactly what you don't want to happen. Waste all that time getting it back, doing damage that the enemy team is simply going to turn into defensive ult charge. You get no offensive ult charge out of that. So that's the worst possible thing that happened. You wasted all that time. You need to either get your mech back incredibly quickly by hitting a lot of headshots and doing damage, and safely get back in, or die immediately.
Alright, that's definitely something I can work on.
Really good work on that Junkrat. You need to be the one taking out these flankers and stuff like that, people out of position. And you're doing a good job of that, so keep that up.
Do you find Matrix just goes through the orbs a lot of the time and doesn't do anything?
If you miss, yes. I so far I haven't seen any instance of Matrix not working as intended. I'll tell you that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I didn't have my boost.
So you've probably heard, or if you haven't, what I talk about is the general rule for where D.Va should be in any team comp. You should be at the front third of the team. Right there, you are the only one at the very forefront of the team. You're the only one out there, and you can't do anything against the whole team like that. However, if you're there with your other tank or a DPS or a support or something, all of a sudden your chances of survival and being productive increase by like 100x. You basically didn't do anything there.
Yeah, I know.
And that's an instance where in the last 5 seconds, you should just put your mech down, maybe make some space, maybe you get a kill. At the very least, you get your mech back so you can do something again.
Yeah, I did hit it. I was just a second too late.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't notice that I got it.
Yeah,
I got it like
that's just a little bit
before
on game sense. And it's going to be tough when we're talking like this because I'm going to be distracting the crap out of you. So.
Oh, no, but I appreciate it, though.
Stuff just to think about and try to incorporate into future gameplay.
For sure. And
All right.
I'm going to watch this back, obviously, and
yeah,
take some more out of it.